Focus, boy, you crazy.
And
We're back.
we're back
Again after the
Man.
holidays.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
3 whole that week we recorded 3 podcasts.
Yeah,
It gave me a headache.
really?
I'm not gonna 3 straight hours of just talking about anything. We took BuzzFeed quizzes.
Yeah, we did. We ran out of ideas at the end.
Yeah, pretty much. We had to like think about new bits we were gonna do.
Right.
But we got a bunch of cookies now, so
Well, it's 3 weeks later. We went and saw Uncut Gems last night. It was the first time we'd seen each other in what, 2.5 weeks?
yeah, we just high-fived and went to go see a movie, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're into like Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler, I think you're really gonna love Uncut Gems.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar.
Very similar roles. He just dives into a character, and when he was Jill that one time, Oscar worthy.
You can tell that he pulled from the same place.
Right. He was inspired by Al Pacino's love
Yes.
for Adam Sandler's
Yeah.
woman character.
A very intense movie.
Yeah, all
Left the
jokes
theater.
aside,
Yeah.
I was sweating for the entire hour and a half.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those that, it felt like it was taking my heart and constricting.
Yeah, we're just have like a 45-pound dumbbell on
Yeah.
it, just holding it down.
Well, we talked about this, though. That girl was cute.
Oh, yeah. I
So-
don't know her name. Oh,
Julia Fox.
Julia Fox.
Yeah.
I was going to say Julia Rose, but that sounds very porny in a way.
I mean, Julia Fox isn't much better.
Yeah,
but,
you're right. But yeah.
Anyway, she was actually pretty good, though. She wasn't.
There were
just cute.
moments that I was thinking of afterward where I don't want to give any scenes away, but she had a lot of vocal range too, where she was just screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the movie is screaming. It's New York City, so like there's like audio layers of people being like, "Hey, fuck you," and then there's people talking over it. So there's
Characters
lot
are a little
going
all
on.
over the place. I thought, like thinking about it, it at times is a little not incoherent. I don't think the right word is, but it's very hectic.
Very eclectic
Yeah,
and hectic.
it's not the most linear story.
Yes,
It's
I
kind
agree.
of it kind of feels like a story that could have been told the way Dunkirk was, where it's like parts of the day or parts of the story separately.
Yeah,
And then
who
they
knows
all
the
converge.
passage of time through this? This
Yeah.
could have been. I mean, this seems like maybe a few days.
Yeah.
Where all this was happening, and yeah, it was just a very fast-paced movie from start to finish, though.
But
They
good,
jammed
and we had a
lot.
good time.
Yeah.
I took Jack on a date.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We went to a dine-in theater at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
It
gonna
was
have to go
awesome.
back because they have a server come up to you and everything. It's pretty
It's
fancy.
pretty great, except for the fact that it was $10 for a drink and $10 for popcorn. That's where it's
it was
excessive.
fun. Yeah, it was rough.
That part's a little pricey, but I wish that they had the options of like small, medium, or large. Did,
Yeah, it
did
was
you
just
answer
one.
for me? Did you say?
No, they only had large.
Of course, they only. Had
I
large.
asked if they had popcorn. She goes, I was like, 2 popcorns, please. And she's like, there's only a large. And I was like, oh, I'm aware.
And we'll take 2.
And we'll take 2 of them.
I will not be silenced by
I saw you eating over there. One large popcorn would not have been enough.
It
for
would.
the two
It
of
wouldn't
us.
have. I was at the bottom, but I felt a little weird about the shot glasses of butter they gave you
Yeah.
to pour on top. But I didn't not. I still poured the butter.
Yeah, I felt like this feels like how you know where your life is.
Right.
Yeah.
I used only 2 of the 3 butter tubes.
Right.
Though. I didn't go for the third.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I felt like I was, being a little extra healthy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, we're here. It's the new year. I'm a year older.
Oh wow.
I'm now the oldest person alive,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, this Crystalia jokes.
Yeah.
The youngest man alive.
But
longer.
we've got new mugs. This is my little Christmas present to us. We got a Chewbacca
I'm
mug
forever grateful.
showing off there, and I've got a Darth Vader. I almost said Darth Mater,
Darth Mater.
which is
That would imagine
idea.
Larry the Cable
An
Guy as
idea,
a dark
yeah.
Sith Lord. Be terrifying.
Star Wars in the Cars universe.
Car Wars.
Car-
That's it. All right, come on.
hey,
Disney.
somebody sign us.
Disney, please
Yeah.
sign us.
We also, from my loving parents, we got just about every cookie we mentioned. If you didn't see, what was it, 4 or 5 episodes ago?
I think it was the.
Maybe it was longer
Was it
ago?
even before we did the 3 in a row? It was before we did.
Oh,
the 3 in
absolutely,
A row, right?
before we
Yeah,
did
so
3
it
in a
was
row.
4 or 5. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. I'm sure there's a clip of it.
One of our news articles was ranking the 10 best store-bought cookies in the country, I guess.
Yeah.
And so we got a bunch of them, and today you're going to get a little It's called a mukbang.
A mukbang.
Mukbang.
We're gonna be eating in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if the microphone allows it, just a little light crunchy. Ooh.
So I'm sorry if
We're
you're not into
enjoying.
ASMR. I am not. I promise you.
Quick note though, I've never seen these vanilla wafers in any grocery store of my life. So whoever, Mr. or Mrs. Beatty, if you found these, hats off to you. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where they found these.
I don't know, but they would always have them at church.
Church has the inside scoop always.
We would always have. I feel like it would always be something that was there as like we would have a church service at like 8:30 and then one at 10:30, and it would be there for like coffee in between fellowship time. That's what it's called.
Fellowship. So like just the intermission almost between shows.
Yeah, the intermission between church services. We also have what we call him?
We had a name for him, but we can come up with another
Horace?
name now.
Did we say?
I think we decided on Horace, but I was thinking more of a Gregory.
Oh.
But Horace is fitting because his legs look really yellow.
Right.
And
Well, let us
for
know.
some reason-
We won't name him yet. Horace or Gregory. He's our little buddy.
I like Horace now because he looks a little jaundice,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like people with jaundice are named Horace a lot of the time.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
He's a Coca-Cola figurine that I got for Christmas. We did a white
Oh.
elephant.
That's exciting.
And the other part of that will be used in a video at some point.
Do you have a price limit for your white elephant?
Ours was $15, and we were required to go to Goodwill.
High rollers.
So
Ours is 10, and we had to go to Walmart. So that's the Florida way of doing things.
There were some crazy things. What did my brother? My brother had this. It was a cowboy hat, and then it was this wooden slat that had two like pistols on it.
All right.
But the pistols were filled with some liquid that my uncle went and figured out what it was, but he still wouldn't tell us what it was. So I don't know what was in the pistols. And then a DVD copy of True Grit.
So mysterious. Yeah. True Grit's a good show. A good movie.
Yeah.
One of those good flicks.
Both the old one and the new one. Both of them are good.
Yeah. I'm more familiar with the Jeff Bridges one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're back.
Yeah.
Back at it again. We'll get to our word here in a second. One last thing. So I'm music directing for the staff show at Second City, which doesn't really hold any relevance to what we're doing
but
today.
It's cool.
But we're doing something where when you're not doing anything in rehearsals, there's an opportunity to write anonymous notes to your fellow cast members and
to
team
pep each
members.
other up,
Yeah, to pep each other up, to support each other. And I received one the other night from I don't know who, because that's the anonymous part. But we wanted to shout them out on the podcast.
We probably have some guesses though.
It says, and I quote, "Sup, bitch, love you. Your podcast is cool. Okay, bye." So thank you for that. I am a bitch. We all know that.
Yeah, we're all bitches. But then the fact that they love us is the best.
Right.
They love you,
Despite our
I'm just a
bitchliness.
piece.
Yeah. So
I'm just a piece of the bitch puzzle.
a piece of the bitch puzzle. Well, how about you say you want to get into a word and then we'll come back to the cookies?
I can't stop staring at them. Yeah, let's get a word first and then we'll devour.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to eat them throughout the episode or all at one time?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
See, we didn't plan these things beforehand.
I think with our word, we can be inspired and then make that decision during the word.
Cool.
Being
You guys,
talked about.
here's the
word's cookie.
infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah.
Did we already have that one? We're gonna have to look through. That's weird.
No, we had parallel.
Okay. That's
So-
kind of,
Do you want a different word?
No, we're sticking with infinite.
I was gonna say we've never done that before. We can't change
we're
the
not
word.
going back.
It's part of the structure, guys.
No, we're not going back. Absolutely not.
That's a good point, though, to double check. We're getting to the point now where
We've had so
the
many
potential,
episodes.
you would think a random word generator would have infinite capabilities of how many words. Well, it literally doesn't because there aren't an infinite number of words. But
You think there'd be enough options to choose from that it
nigh
wouldn't give us...
infinitesimal number.
All right. Is that a new word there? Nigh infinitesimal?
Well, infinitesimal is, but nigh is like almost. You know?
Okay, so almost infinitesimal.
I was
There's
talking
a lot,
like
there's
an
a lot of
asshole,
options.
yeah.
You were talking very pretentiously. Not a word, but pretentious. Is pretentiously? Can pretentiously be a word? I've very pretentiously asked her to.
I don't know.
to
Sound
close-
off in the comments, guys. Can pretentiously be a
The
word.
comments are live right now.
Yeah.
So many people in our chat.
The thing that gets us kicked off is grammar, man.
But Infinite, I always think of
Infinity War, dude.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're going Avengers in that route? I always thought of like childhood insults. You know what I mean? Like, I hate you, Infinity. I hate you more than Infinity.
No, dude, I've always been good at grammar.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
How does that have to do with anything grammar?
I don't know. I don't feel like I was a kid that insulted people.
I was always getting insulted.
Yeah.
That's why I picked up on it. My little brother was the insulter. I was the insultee.
Sure.
So he would just, you know what I mean? Like, go to infinity immediately. Like, I'm a truth teller. You're a liar.
You're use words like nincompoop.
Nincompoop?
Nincompoop.
In a way, it sounds dirtier.
A ninny? You've been called a ninny?
I've been called a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Well, that's, you know.
From Elf.
Right.
Yeah.
Good reference.
Thank you.
Christmas is over, you dick.
So? Who the fuck cares? Why don't you tell that to your decorations that this camera probably can't see?
No,
we had to move the tree. There's
that's true. We did move the
still
tree
everywhere.
They can see just a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, there's a tree in the background.
There's some tinsel. You see some tinsel. It's still the holidays, technically, right? Or that's completely taken care of?
In my humble opinion, it's not the holidays, and I forgot to have my computer be charging. So sorry as I do this. Hey, it's been 3 weeks since we've done this, guys.
We're
a
rusty.
little.
I wish I could show you our setup right now. We're using a metal bowl to hold up the webcam right now. But I think it's okay. I don't think it's bad.
No, it's not terrible, but Jack forgot his tripod today, so.
Just thinking that we didn't need it for some reason, you know? New year, no pod, we're fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But Infinite, let's think about it. You think of Infinity War immediately.
Yeah, I'm a big Marvel person, I'm gonna be real, so.
Would you think that Infinity War is the Empire Strikes Back of our generation? Haha, stumped him. No, I'm kidding.
I think Avengers was.
The first Avengers.
Oh, the Empire Strikes Back. I think the Avengers is probably the closest to A New Hope.
The first Avengers, right? Like,
the first Avengers would be the closest.
Where it's
to
like
that.
We have a team coming together. This is new. Everything is new. There's new characters being introduced, even. And then,
I mean, obviously, The Force Awakens felt pretty similar. I would think to what that experience. Like, I feel like the 7, 8, 9 sequels probably had a similar feel to what those three felt like at that moment. Not quite the same, because there are a lot of people who are like, oh, they're going to keep going. They make so much money now. How can they not keep going with it, you know? But I think Avengers is kind of like A New Hope. Infinity War could be like Empire Strikes Back.
It has to be with the way it's structured. Like, the very end, they're like, did we just lose?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who the true winner is, and it's a good movie throughout. The way that the movie's structured, you're left with it being a really good movie because you're like, this enemy is ruthless.
And I think a lot of people knew going in, like, hey, it's Avengers Part 3 and Part 4, essentially. There's a Spider-Man 2 coming out. Like, they're probably going to be alive, but you don't know what's going to happen, who's going to die,
you don't know what's at stake.
And you don't know, like, spoiler alert, but
it's a little
Vision
late.
is still dead.
Yeah.
You know, like, Black Widow, Iron Man, like, losing those people ultimately, but even in
Captain
Infinity
America.
War, Gamora dying in Infinity War, you're like, oh, she's
truly dead.
Definitely not coming back, at least not as you know.
And then tell me how many people probably blew up Chris Pratt's Twitter the day after that movie came out for being like Star-Lord ruining everything.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Infinity War.
Oh, right.
Where
I
Thanos,
forgot.
Yeah,
Everybody was like,
what'd you do? He punches him in the face. They had the Infinity Gauntlet off of him.
Right.
And then as soon
literally
as the
5 seconds and they win.
Yeah. Literally, he had you could see it leaving his hand. Like, what a tense moment in theaters. You're like, you fucking idiot, Chris Pratt. Are you kidding me? Like, even just him as a person probably got blown up on Twitter. Like, how could you,
absolutely.
Star-Lord? Like, a lot of fans getting so upset. Man.
That's funny. I forgot about that. They were literally so close.
I had something partially spoiled because I did read a tweet, like, probably the day of it releasing. It was like, how could you, Chris Pratt? And I was like, come on, like, he's obviously involved in something now,
right.
So that was a little upsetting.
Dude, I turned down a callback to see Infinity War.
That's great. You're like, listen, this is important to me.
Well, my family was in town, and my girlfriend at the time were in town to see a show I was in. And part of the weekend was we were gonna, after my closing show, I was gonna go see Infinity War.
Right. That was a big part of the weekend.
Yeah, because it came out Friday. I wanted to see it on Friday, but my family and my girlfriend were going to be in town. So I was like, oh, you know what?
Let's all do it at
Let's
once.
do it together. And avoided spoilers. And that weekend we were also having our cast party on a Saturday. And... on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because then we would have all Saturday to like recuperate before the Saturday night show, as opposed to Saturday night and then a Sunday matinee. And so Friday night, I was a junior, so I was in charge of helping and hosting the party, and it was the last cast part of the year, so seniors drink for free, all of this stuff. And everything at the party went okay. Everyone was safe. I went to bed because we were going to have callbacks the next morning for the shows next semester. And I get up in the morning at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I check my email, and I have an email from the head of our department saying that callbacks for Saturday morning were canceled because of a department emergency. And so in my head, I'm like, oh, fuck. Something happened at the party last night.
Somebody gets you
that I'm going to be responsible for. And, you know, it was my job. I took it upon myself that, you know, I'm going to drink, but I'm going to make sure that nobody is in a bad situation. So, because we have callbacks tomorrow, you know?
Right.
And so I text the stage manager to find out that there was an after party, and somebody ended up cutting their hand and going to the emergency room that was in the show.
Cool.
The current show. And so they had to recast them and, you know, put them in, fix the costumes and get them ready for the show.
Imagine being the person who had their hand cut at a party, was like, man, I had the role.
Yeah.
I had the role, dude. You had to recast me.
And he was killing it too. I mean, yeah, I think we only had 2 shows left.
Was it a dumb reason that he cut his hand?
Like, he just fell and cut it on glass.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it wasn't...
That sucks.
It does suck.
You're doing so well and stuff,
suck.
and you have to get recast because you have a cut on your hand from falling, probably drunk.
And
Yikes,
so
man.
those callbacks got moved to Monday, but on that Monday, I had to shoot for a short film that was one of my final projects for the semester. So I was like, I can't make it to callbacks on Monday. Told the director that. The director was like, hey, on Sunday, when I was going to go to the movie right after the show, he texted me right before the show, like, hey, break legs with final show. Are you able to call back afterwards? Like, could you come in and do some stuff afterwards? And I didn't see it until after the show. And so after the show, he comes into the dressing room. And this is the head of our department, ttoo. So it's not like it's a random director I don't know.
Yeah, it's somebody that everybody knows.
So he comes in and he goes, oh, great. And I really... like I was doing pretty well with the part, you know, but he was like, great show, whatever, congratulations. Are you able to call back? And I was like, I'm gonna be real with you, Scott. Like, I'm going to Infinity War right now.
Well, okay, you told him the truth. You told him, I'm going to see a movie. You didn't come up with any like, I'm sick, my leg is broken.
No, I was like, it was a show that we were doing that I didn't feel especially any passion for, and at that point I was going into my senior year. I
had a lot on your plate already, probably.
Yeah. And I knew I was taking this acting internship, and that was probably going to be nice to have a little time off afterwards, to not be like memorizing at the end of my contract going into something. And so I said, hey, if you have underclassmen to fill those roles, like, by all means do that. Yeah. I won't feel badly about it. I've already been in 9 shows here. Like,
yeah,
you know, I don't care.
I'll take the back seat to go see a cool movie.
Yeah. I was like, I've got plans with my girlfriend and my family. Yeah. I'm sorry.
If you like, Infinity War or Endgame, in your opinion, they're both are completely different movies that are, I mean, as far as like the structure goes, I think Infinity War is a better movie.
Right.
And I had a better time in theaters watching Infinity War versus Endgame. Endgame was very satisfying as well, but it was just different. I like the idea of having a villain win sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're both so good for what they are.
Yeah,
you know,
to be able to like have 30 different characters doing
right,
like having their own like screen time, and then efficiently being used in fight scenes and having lines, and every character's role is important.
And the fight scenes are so creative and also so iconic.
Yeah,
like they have so many moments in them that are like, holy shit, that's in the comics,
like,
or like, oh my god, like I've always wanted Captain America to pick up the hammer, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, being creative enough, and you're just like, oh, I never thought I'd see that I think even just outside of those two movies, like Thor Ragnarok, like some like rock music in the back and him coming down, his eye being taken out and coming down. Yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah,
just some of those
slow-mo.
things you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I never thought I'd be able to see this.
Yeah, but you also didn't think they would go together. You also didn't think like some badass fucking rock music would go with
Right.
Thor, but the fact that like Taika was able to pull that off,
Right.
like the music choice is great. I love that movie.
I think I like Endgame better.
Yeah.
I saw that movie several times in theaters. You know, I'm that guy. But when I saw it with my family, 5 tornado warnings went off during the movie, and we stayed in the theater.
Well, I mean, that's got to be the safest place to be, right? A movie theater seems like
ultimately, yeah. But looking back, it's probably like, hey, I was like, hey, I'm not moving from this seat.
I wouldn't
if
either.
I die watching this movie,
It's meant to be. It is fate.
I'm sorry.
What do you
That's how
do?
it's
The
supposed
only
to
thing
go.
I would do if it got worse would be go under the seat and peek to still watch the movie through the other person's seat in front of me.
Right.
I would just go underneath the movie theater seat. Like, there'd be no reason for me to leave. If you went to go walk to your car, a tornado could just swoop you up. You're
Yeah.
gone. That's what happens in the Midwest if you don't live there.
I
Tornadoes
told
just
my-
take people.
I told my brother this when after Iron Man 3 came out, because we were like, oh, sometime they'll eventually replace Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And at that point, I was like, I would take it, no doubt. And my brother's like, are you seriously follow Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man? And I still to this day would be like, absolutely, I'd take that role.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You'd have to find a way to be different.
I mean,
I
you
would
want to be
absolutely-
Tony Stark. It'd be a different character.
Yeah,
you know?
I would love to be that role as well. That'd be something we're gonna have to compete over, I guess.
I'll fight you for it.
Let's do it. Let's do a Marvel level fight in the street out
Okay.
here.
You're going to find out I have
Avenue.
superpowers, man.
What powers are you rocking with?
I'm not going to tell you.
If you had a power, you supposedly do, what would it be?
See, I hate those questions because all superpowers are so cool.
But what if you had the ability to see nipples through shirts far away? You know what I mean? What if you had that
You think
power
if I
and you
could do
don't-
that, I'd be here not saving days?
But listen, that's not a very useful power unless you're looking for like a dictator and you're like, oh my god,
I see
I see his nipples through this wall.
You identify
He's
him
behind
by
the wall.
his nipples?
Yeah, you're able to areola identify.
Oh my god, it's Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, imagine the power that you could possess behind that. But would you
That's how
really
Zero
want
Dark
that power?
30 went down.
Yeah, right. The guys just saw Osama bin Laden's nips
Yeah.
and just took him down. But also, what if you had like a razor blade butthole? You know what I mean? What if you had the most useless superpowers ever? You just cut craps.
Okay,
really
well, obviously, when I was talking about cool superpowers, I wasn't
No,
talking
but-
about razor blade buttholes.
Nobody ever talks about the powers that people could possess in a world where people could be meta. It's always something cool.
I feel like
it's
they
never
do a
something
little bit
that's
in
like
Deadpool too.
a little bit in Deadpool too. A teensy weensy bit.
Dude.
And everybody dies. Everybody's dead.
Except
after
Domino,
that.
I love how she's like, I'm lucky. And
And-
he goes, that's not cinematic. And then her whole sequence
is very
is
cinematic.
yeah.
And it just cuts to Ryan Reynolds all the time, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would just love to have a useless superpower. I think in the end, my girlfriend's would be to be able to eat spaghetti without cutting it, which is not a superpower. It's just something that you should be able to do.
You
But
cut your
still,
spaghetti?
I actually said that's very sacrilegious to cut your spaghetti, but she does it anyway.
Oh, okay.
I don't cut spaghetti.
I thought you were saying you did, and I was
As an
going to have to
Italian,
kick you
I
off
would
the
I would
podcast.
have my throat slit by my
Right.
grandmother.
Your
she
girlfriend
would,
does.
She would kill me.
Your
and then,
superpower would be having a girlfriend that doesn't have to cut.
No, not my superpower. Her superpower
superpower.
would be that, and
Okay.
then mine was to see nipples through any surface whatsoever.
Okay.
It doesn't have. It's in a completely platonic way too. It's to solve crime. You know what I
Right.
mean? There's no pervy intentions.
Thanks for clarifying.
No problem.
I was worried.
I had to bring that to limelight because I feel like with that power, it could be weird.
You're just really good at beach crime.
Fuck yeah. I
You're
am.
like Namor.
Who's that?
He's Namor the Submariner. He's this.
Oh, the
Atlantean,
Submariner.
yeah.
Just Namor. Come on.
That's his
Say-
name.
But say the Submariner. Don't
I'm
be like.
sorry,
You
man.
say his first name. Oh yeah, Steve.
He
I
might show up in
I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a
movies
huge fan of
soon.
that Steve. That Steve guy. You know, Captain America. Nobody refers to him as Steve.
But they refer to him as Captain. His name's Namor, man.
Namor. Pick a different name, Namor. That's
And
hard.
then his
Is he Atlantean?
yeah.
Did DC and Marvel cross over for that?
No.
It's a
Namor.
totally different Atlantis.
Yes, different Atlantis.
Fuck the DC Atlantis.
He's kind of an anti-hero, kind of a bad guy. And it's either his sister or his wife is Namora. So, and there's a Namorita too. So
Stop it. What is this, George Foreman? All his kids are George, Georgette, Georgina. Come on,
and one of them's
Namor.
Grill.
Lord have mercy. I want his name to be Krill now, just so he
Krill.
can be whale food. I'm excited to see if they can make it cool, dark, different than Aquaman. I'm all for it. Did you like Aquaman? This Infinity Chat has grown to be movies again, but I infinitely hated Aquaman. I thought it was hilariously bad.
I'm gonna be real. I have not seen
Good.
most of the
DC movies?
DC movies.
Very good. You're better off. In complete honesty, you are better off. Please tell me you're excluding the Dark Knight franchise.
Oh, I've seen Dark Knight.
Okay.
I've seen Wonder Woman, which is good.
Wonder Woman is good. They didn't fuck that up.
I'm not the second one. Jeez, I can't talk. The second one should be good. I think.
looks
I'm looking forward
exciting.
to it. Patty Jenkins is good.
They just don't advertise it well. Like, isn't it coming out soon? Or is it coming out in the summertime?
Yeah, well, there was so much hype behind it, like after Wonder Woman came out, and now it's taken so long for the movie to get filmed and everything.
Talk about long. Avatar.
Jeez, yeah.
If they're going to try to make any money off the sequel, they really need to advertise that thing well when it's
I'm
released.
sure they'll put out a trailer that just looks absolutely incredible.
Do you think they're going to bring back 3D for it to repopularize it again? Because I think
I bet
it's
it'll be
such a
IMAX.
gimmick. Yeah, I'd want an IMAX showing of that. That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
That would be like that would be the peak of cinema if you're just sitting there and surrounding you is this entire different world that you've never seen, and you're just like,
Yeah. Imagine.
Oh my God.
I had a surprise party for Avatar.
Why? Did you like it? Did you like Avatar enough where you're like, I want to? Is it a
I don't
Avatar
remember-
themed surprise party?
Well,
or...
it was at a movie theater to see it.
For
I
some
don't
reason I thought
remember-
everybody dressed up like a blue
No,
person, and
no,
so it was
no,
like
no.
surprise. Like that's terrifying.
I don't remember being that obsessed with wanting to see that movie, but it was at like our local movie theater,
Right.
and like 40 people came or whatever, and it's a long movie to sit through. But it's been like, I was 13. It's been 10 years
Yeah.
since that came out. Like literally just about 10 years. And if it looked that incredible then, I can only imagine what.
Yeah, and it's like it holds up to this day. Like it's a little wonky now, but it still holds up,
Right.
despite it being like 11 years old or
Right.
12 years old now. But it should be coming out soon, within the next year or two, the sequel to it.
Mhm.
It was really interesting how that movie made money though, because it became the highest grossing movie ever before The Force Awakens came out and beat that. I think Avatar still holds it worldwide though, but I think domestically it was at the top. Or it was one of the biggest movies ever. But
Yeah.
the first week it made $77 million.
It was just-
That's it. It was not advertised
Really?
extremely well. It only made like $77 million its first weekend.
And then it just blew
The
up.
next weekend, 76. The next weekend, 70. The next weekend, 70. Like they
Damn.
didn't stop making money. People went back to see it.
It was like
through
Hamilton.
right, through word of mouth. It just gets more and more hype around
Right.
it. And then all of a sudden he's at $500 million. And everyone's like, you still need to see it if you haven't seen it. More people go to see that shit.
People were going to see that for a second and third time.
I did see it 3 times, I'm pretty sure. Because it was really, really cool. It's nothing that I've ever seen before. The
Right.
way they were able to, like, just work with the CGI effects and
Right.
create this whole world, I thought was
Have you heard
very
the-
daunting for the computer crew to do,
Oh, I'm
basically.
sure.
Like, I can't imagine the effects.
Well, he waited to do that movie until he could do the effects.
Right. And I wonder why he's waiting 12 more years. There better be some weird VR shit going on. You know what I mean?
Everybody gets a VR. Everybody is playing a different character in the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so.
I wanna be
That's the next level of filmmaking.
Yes, can I be the guy from Dodgeball, please? That just happened to be in that movie. The tall guy who's just like, "Hey, I'm here.
I'm gonna be the Terminator.
Yeah, you should totally be. What happened to Sam Worthlessness? What happened to him?
Worthlessness.
Sam Worthington. I'm sorry.
He went and did
He's gone.
Clash of the Titans or whatever that one was. I'm gonna be real. I want to break into these.
Let's
cookies.
break into him.
So sorry to interrupt this train of thought, but
We're just talking about movies. This is not infinite anymore.
I say we just start chowing down.
I agree. Where should we start with? Because
You said you're excited for Milano. You want to save that for last?
Yeah, I'm all for Milano for last.
Let's
start with the fiber one.
Okay.
We got to go fiber one.
This is very interesting. This is
soft bake lemon bar.
Yeah, so this isn't necessarily a cookie, but this is something my parents had sent me in a care package not too long ago.
Oh, that's sweet.
So this is something I just decided to include to add another option.
Trevor, it's got 6 grams of dietary fiber. Our bodies are going to be, well, honestly, eating all the rest of the cookies will be easy because we'll be able to push these down.
I'll be able to go to the bathroom for the rest of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Infinitely.
At least for the day.
Cheers.
There's an infinite
well, take it out of the fucking wrapper, man.
Listen, I'm like my grandma taking this out of the bag.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's delightful.
Mm-hmm. It's very soft. Very citrusy.
Fiber one.
I'm
You
gonna be
outdone
real.
yourself.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing because we have a lot of cookies to go.
You're a psychopath because I am.
Trust me, I've watched, I don't know if you guys have seen these videos, but the Keith eats the menu videos from the Try Guys.
He slows down significantly.
Oh
at
my
the end
God.
there. You showed me the one about orange. No, it's the Panda,
Panda
Express.
Express.
That looks sickening.
I show them to a lot of people because I don't know why, but I find them to be a very fun time. So Keith, if you're watching this, which I know you are,
Yeah.
I've been told that I remind people of him.
Yeah, you have Keith energy. You
I'll take
hold
that.
Keith energy.
I'll take that. He's a very silly guy, so I'll take that.
I've been told I sound like Cody Cohen, Noel Miller a little bit too.
I
So
can
a
see
little
that.
more broy,
Yeah.
but still present, I guess. So if any of those people are listening, I'm about a cookie deep.
I'll send this to their emails directly.
Yeah, we have their contact information.
We haven't been talking about Infinite very much, but
There's infinite possibilities of cookies to eat here.
I feel like this is going to be our least favorite.
Don't say that.
Even though, have you seen Knives Out? You've seen Knives Out. Oh, dude, what are you doing, man?
I don't like Ryan Johnson.
I forgot you're a bitch.
I am no bitch. I don't like the decisions he made in the last Star Wars movie. Doesn't mean I won't support what he makes in the future. I just don't think that's a movie I go to theaters to see. I like Sandler.
Knives Out?
Knives Out.
Oh my god, dude, you have to see it in theaters. It's so good.
Listen, man.
I'm sorry for yelling, guys.
The only reason I went to see Uncut Gems is because I watched Adam Sandler since I was a baby.
You don't
love
see
that
movies in
guy.
the theater?
I don't see many movies in the theater. I
Well,
really don't.
You're going to start seeing movies with me in the theater, man.
Yeah, we're gonna start going on some dates.
Here, we've talked about this. Let us know if you like this idea. We talked about seeing movies on a Monday or Tuesday and then like reviewing or talking about the movie
I'm
a
all
little
for
bit.
it, but can somebody send me $7 every week? Because this will add up, man. $28 a month plus the popcorn that I'm going to eat. Maybe not every time.
Yeah. I'm saying get the AMC Stubs list.
It's $21 a month.
You just said spending $7 a movie.
But still, any of that. I don't know if I could afford to do that. I got a lot of things to pay for.
Regardless, Chris Evans eats these cookies in the movie, which I
Okay.
thought was very ironic because I coined these as everybody's least favorite airplane cookie.
You're right, because on early morning flights, Southwest thinks they're cute, and they're like, listen, I'm going to hook you up with a Biscoff because it's a morning biscuit. And you're like, I can't eat anything because I'm sick from flying in a plane. Yeah, I might get a warm-up, actually. I will physically leave, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
But I feel like, it's so much better in coffee.
You want? I can just go. I'm closer.
Okay, well,
I'm going to go, hey, we've never done this before. I'm going to leave the screen, guys. I'm going to be right back with more coffee.
yeah, I need a warm-up here. With all these cookies, it's very possible that I'm going to need the coffee to push it all down. Because, like, way too many carbs, I can't poop. So that's why I finished the whole entire Fiber 1. So, I know you weren't intentionally thinking of me, Mr. and Mrs. Beatty, but thank you. Just thank you for this. So,
You have fun without me?
oh, so much fun.
Me first, because I'm selfish.
That's okay. Wow, I could feel the steam. I like hot coffee right now because it's 15 degrees here in Chicago.
Is it really 15 degrees out?
It's really cold.
Damn.
It drastically changed overnight. Those are, you know what? Compared to the other stuff we have here, I will say this is dead last, but
It's actually pretty good with the coffee. I'm going
it's
to be
tasty.
real. Yeah.
I can't deny its taste and flavor.
Like by itself, it's pretty one-dimensional. You know?
Yeah. I will say, so far, this is infinitely better than this.
Okay.
See? I used a word there.
Nice. Good work.
Thank you.
The
coffee makes it really good.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Right?
It's good with the
if
coffee.
it's dunked for a while,
That's how
it's
to
like,
do it.
You're almost eating nothing. This row's going to be gone.
They just kind of...
We're eating a sleeve.
All right. And it's been 15 minutes since we started eating Biscoffs.
Yeah. We're going to have to log in
Damn.
and do a data entry every single minute after we eat a cookie. Ooh.
Yeah, it just melts in your mouth.
I know. I'm having another one. There's a lot more on our list, but I can't deny this greatness. I went to work out earlier today, knowing very well we were going to eat these cookies. I usually don't exercise before this, but I chose to because I'm a weirdo, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I feel good mentally working out. I infinitely feel better mentally when I exercise.
Oh, I do too, but it didn't fall off. You talked too long, you asshole.
I talked my cookie's in the abyss of coffee now.
No.
I guess I'll be delighted by a surprise at the bottom of the cup.
You'll have a bunch of crumbs.
That's upsetting. But you know what? As I eat this cookie and it goes down, I'm just trying to say, exercise if you feel like you're in a rut. Because whenever I'm in a rut, I just start going regularly now. I feel incredible by it.
I know I feel better when I do too, but I'm lazy.
It's so
I also
hard.
don't have a gym membership, so it's a little...
Yeah.
Like it should, in theory, be easier to just do weights.
But it's 10 degrees outside.
That's true.
What motivates, it took a lot for me to get up and go this morning.
I'm also
it took
like,
almost every fiber of my being.
Right. I'm also like, let me get staff show over with, and then...
Right, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. If you have stuff on your plate, I recommend not doing it. But I've been trying to integrate it in my daily activities for.
Well, if you need extra time,
now.
for sure. Like if I didn't need that extra time, to be like, oh, I need to practice a song 3 more times. I need to build 3 more key.
Yeah, no, I pushed my ass up this morning at 8 a.m. and went, and I feel better for it. But I was like, the walk over there was a complete nightmare. I was like, this is so cold.
Okay.
What are these ones?
These are the Purolines. I'm struggling with the packaging, but this is kind of straw shaped.
These are so good in coffee. So good.
I realized that we should probably be describing these for the people that are.
Yeah, so these are long tubey plastic straw looking things or paper straws for those that are in the environment.
But they're filled with
chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
This one's dark chocolate. Sometimes there's hazelnut filled ones that are also incredible, but I'm all for the dark chocolate ones. Let's touch. I'm dunking. Every single one is going to have the coffee taste because I'm dunking.
I mean, chocolate in the middle, man. You can't go wrong with it, right?
No, not at all. Let's try this out. Let's get a mocha flavor going. I will say, the outside feels a little cardboardy.
It does not have much flavor. It does not hold the coffee flavor.
It's a vehicle for the chocolate roll.
Yep.
But
that's exactly what it is. This is less cookie and more candy.
Man, look at this brackish water. It's like so many chunks in there from all this stuff that I've had. It's great.
Honestly, the Biscoff might be higher than that for me. It doesn't feel like a cookie.
No, this is a hybrid between a dessert and like a straw.
That was surprising.
Yeah, I put Biscoff above it.
Yeah.
I think I need a Biscoff
you need
palate
to
cleanser.
clear it.
I'm just been dunking.
I really did not think coming in today that Biscoffs were going to be anything higher than last. I don't know.
Oh, this is an absolute sleeper.
Yeah.
Absolute sleeper pick right here. If we had to compare NFL players to the cookie list right here, where would you put Biscoff?
So far, it's not quite Tom Brady, right?
I was gonna say you can't say Tom Brady,
right? Well, we have to find out compared to everything else, because if it is number 1 at the end of the day, then it's Tom Brady. Yeah. Because
he was the
drafted.
biggest surprise ever.
I think we're gonna draft it in the 6th round. Infinitely better.
You draft some skinny white dweeb that ends up winning 6 Super Bowls for you.
Yeah, least athletic quarterback in the draft class,
Yeah. What did the Patriots see in that guy?
I don't know.
What did we see in the Biscoff? We don't know yet, but it's good.
But right now, it feels kind of like the Minka Fitzpatrick trade, You know what I'm saying?
A bit.
Everybody's like, at the time, this is terrible for the Steelers. They should just tank, accept their losses. It's bad.
We know who won the deal.
Bring in Minka Fitzpatrick. who everybody's like, oh, I mean, he's okay, right?
Yeah.
But he's not going to turn around your season. We almost made the playoffs.
Right, with not even your starting QB.
Literally one win away from the playoffs.
With just
with nobody on the team.
It was a weird year for you guys. A weird year for the Steelers.
Yeah.
But the fact that you had a bunch of scrubs on your team and you still went 9-7.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 9-7 or 8-8?
You
You had a 500-esque season.
Yeah. 8-8, I think.
Keep your coach until he dies, man.
Yeah.
Tomlin better
Mike
stay.
Tomlin, absolutely.
He better stay. He's like the Eric Spoelstra of the NFL.
Yeah.
You can have a bunch of scrubs and just make him amazing.
Yeah, major respect for that guy.
Absolutely.
Especially after losing Antonio Brown. Juju Smith-Schuster was pretty much non-existent this year. James Conner was hurt the whole year.
Because Mason Rudolph sucks.
Yeah.
If you had Ben Roethlisberger to Juju Smith-Schuster, you'd be 11-5 right now. And in the playoffs.
thing is, I think there's a world where Mason Rudolph might be good. But he just could
there's
never...
There's a world, but it's in
he
a parallel
and Declan
universe.
Hodges could never string it together for more than, like, 2 quarters, you know?
And that whole helmet fiasco definitely
Oh, man, yeah.
overshadowed parts of your year. Those are some flaky wafers.
Yeah, these are very flaky, and I'm opening them above my...
What thickness? I thought it was going to be like a cute little bar. This is an entire grid here. I could play tic-tac-toe with this shit. So, feel the flakes. No, you can't.
Feel the flakes.
Feel the flakes, microphone. Oh, you just ripped them off. Okay.
I mean, it's 2.
Oh. It is 2. This is... Okay.
Man, that tastes just like... These are vanilla wafers, guys, but not the stupid Keebler ones.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. They have...
The, like, wafers with the kind of cream filling in them. Oh, my God.
I'm coffee dunking. That's a good idea. At least I hope.
This is just like childhood.
Wow. You know what'll taste the most like childhood, though? Are the Milano cookies for me.
That was more of a grown-up cookie for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother always had these in a cabinet above her washing machine. She literally had like a nuclear cabinet, which had like pounds of pasta, cans of tuna, and then packages of Milano cookies. I would
Nuclear as in like when the nukes come?
Yeah.
That's what we eat.
Yeah. She's like, we're gonna have dried pasta and Milano cookies.
Nice.
That's what we have up there. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say my grandma had a cookie and candy drawer, but that was like fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot and
Exciting
Oreos
stuff.
and
I could never have fruit roll-ups or
man.
fruit by the foot. My parents were like, that's just sugar.
Oh,
That's
she
just
had
straight up sugar.
so much sugar. She was
Like,
the kind of grandma
what
that
is
would.
this? This is just straight up sugar too, Mom.
She was the kind of grandma that would take us to McDonald's. You know?
Oh, that's fun. My grandma would just make us a bowl of spaghetti, and it would be like
My
very
other grandma.
acidic.
Great home cooking.
But yeah, the McDonald's
I'm gonna
grandma
say
is also fun.
those are probably front runner for me right now.
above the fiber one, above the Biscoffs, above the Praline.
Biscoff and vanilla wafer is
Purine.
close though, closer than I would have thought it would be.
Yeah, these are absolutely amazing. Hats off to these. I gotta look this up. Baked with real vanilla, and I can taste it.
Where do we
It's
go
honest.
next? Famous Amos, Milano.
Yeah, what is next? Famous Amos, we gotta have last, man.
Okay.
Wait, Milano's last. We gotta have Oreos now. Then Famous Anus.
Famous. Did you say famous anus?
I did say Famous Anus. It's hard not to. I hope they realize that too.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, I'm a child. Ooh, thanks. Alright, I'm not dunking these in coffee.
That was a deja vu moment.
You felt like we've done this before.
Yeah. Somebody ruined my day the other. I was gonna say somebody ruined my day the other day.
Yeah, somebody had once ruined his day.
By telling me that deja vu is just a synapse firing, really like a delay in your synapses firing, as opposed to you actually having
Lived that experience before.
lived that experience or like seeing that experience in the future.
Okay,
Which is bullshit.
That guy
okay,
can eat a dick.
just like let deja vu be a cool thing.
Why not? Why can't it be like I experienced this in a parallel universe before?
Right.
We even talked about that in our parallel episode. How deja vu exists because we're in some non-linear world where
Did we literally have this moment during our parallel episode?
I think so, minus the Oreo. But I love how you spoke because there was so much chocolate in your teeth. It looked like you had no teeth at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
I'm so
funny.
sorry, guys.
That was amazing. Let's try this out.
It's good.
Since you coffee dunked, I had to as well. And Oreo is just so classic. Out of all these cookies here, I've had the most Oreos.
Honestly, I'm not crazy about Oreos unless they're double stuffed.
Okay, that's a hot take. I love the chocolate. I love the amount of cream filling. Double stuffed is a plus, but I still love a regular tasting Oreo.
I'm not crazy about the flavor of the...
Do you like the mint Oreos? Do you like vanilla Oreos or all the weird pumpkin shit they have?
I mean, I think they're fun. I don't think I would ever choose any of those crazy flavors over just a double stuffed Oreo.
That's true. I don't find myself buying packaged cookies often though. Unless it's gifted to me.
I'm much more of a granola bar person generally.
Oh, so you
Which
know.
means I'm a dick.
A granola bar.
What kind of person goes, you buy
cookies, I buy granola bars,
Yeah.
okay? Listen, I know Nature's Valley like nobody else, okay? I love me some nature.
Does it make it better if I get the fudge dipped ones?
The fudge dip one? Yeah, that's like a dessert, though, in a way.
Hey.
Listen, you're getting all your carbs, you're getting all the necessary things you need, but you're also having a little treat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I love having the fruit ones, like the strawberry granola bars.
The fruit ones.
The fruit ones. I enjoy the fruit ones. There's nothing more I like than having some Milano cookies. That's the end of the day. And maybe some famous anus.
Jesus.
Perhaps. No, this is making me loopy.
I'm slowing down a little bit
Yeah,
for
me
the
too.
cookies, dude.
I
We got
went-
it. We're powering through.
We went crazy on the Biscoff. That's the problem.
Man.
So, before we even open anus, which we already opened,
Oh my god. I really love Famous Amos cookie. Oh, I guess we gotta rank Oreo.
we
in
have
right
to
now.
rank Oreo in there. So, what's at the top? Vanilla wafers, number 1.
Yeah.
I can open this one. No, we'll just do the
Yeah,
same package.
let's
You
save
save
that.
that one for later.
Yeah.
Save that for Trevor.
Well,
for
we'll
later.
save it for later.
Yeah.
We'll take it to the movies.
Ooh, so we don't have to pay 14
Hey,
bucks for
comment down below
popcorn.
what movie should we see next week.
Please say 1917.
Yeah,
'cause
we're gonna
you've
see
wanted to see that for a
1917.
while. But
Comes out in theaters this Friday. Go and see it, folks.
that's not a representation of how I feel about it. I just had to burp it out. So, ranked. Sorry about that, by the
Yeah,
way.
sorry.
Folks.
No, it's okay.
Ranked.
So you
cookies.
got to do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
You don't?
Vanilla wafers at the top.
Right?
Biscoff at the second
Yeah,
place.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's up there.
Oreos.
It's Oreos third. Then this Pyroline. Who is it fooling? You have a fancy name and some cool looking pictures.
Yeah.
This is actual poop.
Yeah. I really like this, but I think looking at it as a cookie, it just punches you in the face. You
Yeah.
know? It's a lot of flavor.
They don't even call it a cookie. It's a soft baked bar.
Right. So this is fun. It was a fun treat to have. I will have it again.
It's
I will
in the
finish it at
honorable
some
mention
point.
category, or it just cannot be categorized. It's undrafted
Right.
because it's a unicorn type player.
Oh, sorry. Very hard.
I was expecting it. Be careful with that. The longer you put it in there, it will fall
It will
apart.
fall apart.
It will fall apart. That is what
will
happens
fall
with
apart.
the cookie.
I
This,
hate when
yeah.
your cookie fall apart.
I like it crunchy. You know how there was like some Chips Ahoy that they tried to make cookies that were like doughy, but they're so
Chewy.
chewy. Thank you. They were so processed though that it just didn't feel authentic.
Chewy cookies only work for home baked cookies.
I agree. You cannot. I feel weird eating a chewy like packaged cookie. It just feels
Yeah.
like they've added some chemicals that'll give me cancer.
I will say the coffee with this is pretty darn nice.
I like it. It's a good compliment.
You know, it's pretty darn nice.
It's
cute.
I've had a fair share of cookies in my day, and with a little dunk of a coffee in there, it's pretty good. I'm not against it. Don't dunk too long. You end up like my you'll end up like my Biscoff.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. I don't know.
I like that. Where is it ranked? I will. Here's my rankings.
Okay, you're
down.
going. Oh God.
Jesus, that would have been a disaster.
Pyraline's all over the
Vanilla
floor.
wafer, because that was just delightful. Biscoff.
You're going Biscoff?
Yeah, Famous Amos, Oreo, and then Pyroline.
I guess I gotta. Oh,
It's
I
alright.
thought it was gonna fall over.
Oh, we just left a hot pot of coffee. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
I thought about it. Hey, you can run it back and see. When I put it down, I thought about not putting
So
it.
you're gonna just do a Biscoff palate refresher without me? That's upsetting. You're trying to get your ratings in? Okay. I need to hear your ranks now.
I'm gonna be real. My stomach's starting to feel a little upset.
Yours too?
But it's okay. Damn. Famous Amos and Biscoff is close. So.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I'm starting to feel it too. I don't think the coffee is necessarily helping in this situation either. I thought it was going to just push everything down.
Damn. Biscoff. Can I really put Biscoff at 2 after trashing it?
We were shitting on it so much like 4 or 5 weeks ago, but man, imagine
don't know.
hazelnut
I
spread
feel
in the
so
middle
bad.
of that sandwiched. That'd be kind of good.
Oh, between 2 Biscoffs dunked in coffee?
Like some hazelnuts,
Damn.
like some Nutella.
Yeah.
I'm getting my eyes
Did
are
you
getting
say
low.
Nutella?
Nutella. Is it Nutella or Nutella?
I don't know, but people argue about it, so.
Who cares? They also argue about.
That's not news.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not news.
It's not news to argue about the pronunciation of Nutella. You can say whatever you want to say. You can call it nut sludge if you like. That just doesn't sound right, though. All right.
I'm gonna go.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm gonna go vanilla wafer.
Number 1.
2.
Choose wisely. It doesn't matter either way.
2 Famous Amos. 2B Biscoff.
Okay, it's close.
It's very close.
But you have to put Biscoff at 3. You
I like
can't
the
put a B.
chocolate.
Yeah, the
I
chocolate.
like the chocolate of the Famous Amos.
I guess it's because
But what is this flavor?
I'm in a Biscoff mood. It's gingerbread, isn't it?
Yeah,
No, is it?
I think so.
It's got a gingery tone to it.
The story of Lotus Biscoff starts in 1932 when a local bakery in Limbeck, a Belgian town.
The Belgians know how to make waffles and Biscoffs really well.
It doesn't say what it is.
That's upsetting. It's got to have
Vegan friendly though.
Okay, cool. So I'm going vegan starting today.
Are you actually?
No. I'm gonna look at sorry for those.
No.
Yeah.
Ha. Got you guys.
Biscoff flavor. I'm just gonna like type that in. Oh
It
my
has
God.
cinnamon.
I can kind of taste the cinnamon, but it's gingerbready. It's just not as potent as a ginger. Ooh. Cookies are like a delicate shortbread cookie with a lot of spice and a deep caramel flavor. These cookies start with butter and flour. Then with the addition of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, and cloves, they're transformed into homemade Biscoff cookies. So they're
like
cinnamon,
spice.
cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, very fall
Like all
types
spice.
of tones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I had lost a cookie. Look at this, a cute little tray.
See, Milano's already conscious of the fact that you will eat the entire box.
Right.
So they just put them in family-friendly trays.
For those of you that don't know the Milano by name, shame on you. It's also a ship from a sci-fi movie. What's
the Milano?
Yeah, what is that?
It's one of the ships Columbus sailed here with.
Yeah. The Milano, you asshole.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Milano.
The Santa Milano.
They got here quickly in 1492. Columbus
Oh, it's
sailed.
Star-Lord's ship.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Crafty. That's a trivia.
I told you I'm
that's
a
a
Marvel
trivia
guy.
question right there. That would be a good trivia question.
Yeah. So this is Jack's favorite cookie, supposedly. Oh, I didn't tell by name. It's the 2 little, what do you call them, wafers?
Yeah.
They're like
wafer
kind
categories.
of oval wafers with a thin layer of dark chocolate in the middle.
But they're absolutely designed to be dunked. They're
Okay, you're not doing a
we
dry
do.
bite?
I'll
Let's
do a
dry
dry
bite.
bite. Dry bite.
Because they're honestly just so good.
For those of you that are just listening,
You chew close to the mic.
like everyone.
Are you an ASMR guy?
No,
Man.
I like to do it as a joke. Like to just make some.
I'm
sort
going
of
for the
like-
dunk.
That's a good idea.
Ooh, just look at that.
Dark chocolate.
We're gonna look back at this footage and say just realize how disgusting we are.
Not only that, but you'll be able to look at
Wow.
the footage and see a slow decline in how we're behaving. We'll just become depressed at the end of this.
Those wafers disappeared.
Designed to be dunks. Hold on. That's really good. That's really good. It's tasty.
I have my definitive ranking, and you're not gonna like it.
All right, man.
All right,
Let's hear it.
number 1. I've changed things a little bit.
Sure.
Number 1, vanilla wafer.
All right. Good.
Number
Ventilators
2,
at the top.
Biscoff.
What?
Yeah.
You went up to Biscoff
Yeah.
again. Okay.
Biscoff up to 2. Wow.
Oh,
what a turn of
what
events
a
here,
change,
folks. Number
Nuts.
3. I think Famous Amos, honestly.
That's a good choice.
And then Milano.
It's not far-fetched.
And then Purine. My problem with the Milano cookie, folks, is that the wafer just gets so mushy.
It gets lost in the coffee sauce.
It's kind of like the Purine. It becomes a vessel for the chocolate at that point.
Yeah.
And I prefer, I actually like them drier better than I do. Drier. I like them better dry than I do. There are crumbs of cookie all over this table.
That's a good thing to say, though. I would agree with you.
So
there.
I'm sorry if they're your favorite, but
No. I have in ranking 2, and I don't think my previous self is not gonna like it either because I still put this vanilla wafer at the top.
Sorry, I just cracked my neck on the recording.
I heard it from here, so it has to have been mic'd. But vanilla wafer number 1, number 2. That Biscoff.
Yeah,
It's so
okay.
surprising.
Yeah.
It's great. Number 3, Milano. 4, Famous
Okay.
Anus. 5, Oreo. 6.
Oh, I forgot the Oreo.
This stupid shit at the very bottom. But
I
yeah,
got the Oreo.
where's the Oreo tie-in for you?
I think
it's got to be.
I
it's
think
at the bottom.
wafer, Biscoff, Amos, Oreo, Milano, Purine.
You putting Milano down the list.
It's a lot. I think also it has
Milano's like Greg Oden right now. It was at our top and then just
that's
totally
true.
fell off.
I think it does. It's at a disadvantage for me because I can have a sensitive stomach, like for rich foods, and so I've had a lot of, excuse me,
so you
sweets
just like poor foods.
I
love
don't. I want a socialist food society.
I love mayonnaise sandwiches.
Wow.
That's
now you're eating rich. I'm talking just bread and
Yeah,
butter.
I know.
Just bread and butter right there.
What?
Yeah.
You're fancy.
Woohoo.
But I get what you're saying about rich foods being heavy on your stomach. Though,
Yeah.
like very flavorful, powerful foods could just be like.
We thought I was addicted, allergic to shellfish at one point. When it was in reality, it was just how rich some shellfish were.
When you reacted, when you had like a reaction to eating shellfish, were you puffy or were you more sinus?
No, I would eat a bunch of crab rangoon and then I would throw up.
That's not shellfish,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Is it
crab.
really?
Yeah.
It's like imitation crab with mostly cream cheese. But wait, I mean...
But it was like real crab.
if
The
it's
place we were
good
going was real crab.
If it's actual crab rangoon, yeah.
We don't think it
but
was
I think it's because you
Well,
had 6 cream cheese wafers and sweet and sour sauce.
No,
That
well, we
probably
didn't
made your
know if
stomach
it
sour.
was imitation crab or fake crab. And so then, after a couple years, we were at a place and I tried crab rangoon again. I was fine.
Right, okay.
Which it was great because it's my favorite food.
It's so good.
I'll legitimately
It's
eat
up
2
there.
full orders of crab rangoon by myself.
You'll have a dozen?
Yeah.
A dirty dozen
Dude,
crab
easily.
rangoon.
Yeah.
All for it.
Oh my god, it's my favorite.
I feel like it's become a staple of my takeout order now. If I don't get it,
if I don't get 2 orders,
it's a worse.
if I don't get 2 orders of crab rangoon, you know I'm dieting.
2. I love that you get 2. You're like 6 will just not cut.
Even if I'm ordering by myself, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I could eat 6. The thing about what I do with my takeout orders is it's like I'll get 1 order of crab rangoon, have 3 the first batch. I can't finish the whole takeout order, so I have leftovers and I have 3 more along with the other half of my takeout. And it's like 2 meals in one.
Right.
Granted,
well, that's why I get the
like
second
$18.
6.
That's
That's why I get the second 6.
Right.
To
you
have
could,
6
you could just
the
kill
second meal.
a half a dozen and
Yeah.
then be like, I can have 6 more of my leftovers.
What
That's
tends
great.
to happen though is I eat 8 or 9 and then only have 3 or 4 for the second meal. But we didn't talk about infinite much this episode.
That's fine because we had an infinite amount of cookies.
That's true. It felt like forever. We got 2 or 3 in and I was like,
But I feel like if we don't even directly
Yeah,
talk
we're
about
really
the word too, we also need to do our news story really quick.
we'll get to it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
There's some time, right?
Yeah. Since I figured out how to do the time thing,
Oh, how many minutes are we in?
58 minutes and 36 seconds.
Wow.
So
We've been eating cookies for an entire half an hour. Just nonstop crushing.
When did we start?
I don't remember when
It was about, it might have been 25 minutes when we started, so I would think probably.
I don't think the word has to directly affect like what we talk about. I feel it's like if you're inspired by this word, we went right into Infinity War, of course, talking about movies.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah.
We've been better about talking about the word, though.
I agree, tying it in.
You know?
There's just been times
Hey,
where
we're
we're
just
like,
making ourselves feel better, guys.
We're gassing
okay?
ourselves up.
Yeah.
if we were talking, like, let's just say we had like Street Lamp, we would never talk about fucking Street Lamp.
Street lamp, dim glow. You don't know that musical?
No, I have no idea. I thought you made it up.
No, it's a musical.
Okay,
It's
so
called
I
Dog
thought you
Fight.
were. I thought you were way more creative.
It's my favorite musical.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I still
it's
need to
about a
read.
sad
I still
thing.
need to read Straight White Men by
You
the
do.
Asian lady.
Did I give it to you?
You did.
Okay.
And I didn't. I forgot that you gave it to me, and I took stuff out of my backpack, and I was like,
By the way,
Oh.
that's a terrible sentence.
"What?"
I still need to read Straight White Men by that Asian lady. Nice, dude.
Nah, it's insensitive.
I mean, it's not, but
Yeah. But isn't it factual? Isn't it true?
yeah, young Gene Lee.
Young Ji Lee.
Gene.
Sorry, Young Gene Lee. I thought it was
Young G Lee.
These
Hey, we had
these
too
sorry,
much sugar,
The
guys.
cookies are making me weird.
We had
alright?
too much. We had too much sugar.
I could have been nice, but I wasn't. I was like, I'll just read that one Straight White Men play, but an Asian lady, Young Lee.
It's a good play. It was on Broadway.
That's cool. I
Armie Hammer was in it.
genuinely will check it out.
No, you're good, dude.
Yeah, but don't take it personally.
No, you're
I
okay.
I don't
It's
read.
alright.
If you can't tell by the way I talk, I don't read.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Infinite.
Just still trying to bring the word.
Yeah,
back.
I really don't have very many other thoughts about the word infinite.
Sugar hits weird, man. We are slouched. My eyes were low.
I don't eat that much sugar very often, so.
Neither. This has been a. This looks like this is just this entire setting right here. A pot of coffee, just cookie dust, and empty bags. It's just depressing.
Oh, right.
But let me think here. So Young, did she have any other plays that she made? Young Jean Lee.
She did. Oh, I got coffee on my sweatshirt.
Your best sweatshirt.
My best
too.
sweatshirt.
Were you there?
Dude, I've told that story
I
so
know.
many times
Yeah,
now.
I
Young
know.
Jean Lee. She does have another play that's pretty big.
She probably would slap me in the face for what I was like.
It's called We're Gonna Die.
That's her next play.
Yeah, so Straight White Men came out in 2014, and
Oh, it's recent. For some reason, I thought this was like a Neil Simon era, like 80s.
oh no.
This is very-
Asian women
So
weren't getting
all-
plays produced when Neil Simon was
That's
alive.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point. So even that's just the way plays are written in that book structure, like the
Oh,
way
yeah.
the small book. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know
If
much
you're-
about theater, people.
if
All
you're
of Trevor's
curious.
friends hate me. Whatever.
If you're curious, Jack is talking. I have a large play collection.
Yeah, I'm pointing to this area back here where it looks
It's,
like he has a bunch of children's books, but they're all plays.
So he's referring to this kind of style, which is how plays come from a play service called dramatist play service. Here, you're learning about something you really don't care about. But
You're right.
for instance, this is a play called A Flea in Her Ear by David Ives, who's a comedic writer, and it came out in 2006. Plays that came out in the 1940s will have copies of
Same
plays like
thing,
this.
like-
It's from a certain publishing house. This play came out in, I think, 2018.
Abe Kugler.
Yeah, Abe Kugler, and it's still in the same format. So,
Nice. I get you. What makes you want to read A Flea in the Rough or A Flea in the?
David Ives is a really excellent.
in Her Ear.
Well, this one's an adaptation. I haven't heard of this one specifically.
Right.
I haven't read it yet.
By
but-
just the title, though, like what draws you to like? Ooh, A Flea in Her Ear seems like a great thing. I'd want to take an hour or two to read.
If you know, I think that one would probably be. Ooh, this leg is messed up. We're having all sorts of issues.
Yeah,
today, guys.
thespians definitely want to choke me out right now that are listening.
No,
but-
David Ives is a very satirical writer a lot of, or not satirical, very comedic writer a lot of the time.
That's cool.
Like
okay.
very wacky, goofy
So you have
stuff.
to know the playwright. If you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
going to be pretty absurd, wacky.
Like I
humor.
did a short play of his one time, and it was called The Universal Language, and my character spoke in a made-up language for most of the show.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was trying to get somebody to learn that, like he was trying to teach somebody that language, scam them to teach them a fake language. And it turns out they understand the language that he has made up, and they fall in love.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I feel warm and fuzzy now. I kind of want to read
Yeah.
some stuff of his.
It was the only uncomfortable. It was a very fun show to do. I loved doing it. It was so much. It was like he did Romeo and Juliet at one point in it, and it's like, what is it? Romeo, Bilko vis du Romeo, and that's like where art thou?
Yeah, but his new language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the guy and the girl kiss at the end, and it was like a little weird for me because I was a junior and the girl was a freshman.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like in college, so it's not crazy, but at
There's
the
no
same time I was
giant
like,
age
and it was a girl that
discrepancy.
like looked like a freshman too, so I was like, you look like a baby.
A true freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it could be like, you have so much to learn.
How about we get into this article and end this shit?
Yeah, I'm down.
Because we're going off the rails a little bit.
Yeah, we're talking about plays and whatnot. All right, so now we're going to go over to Fox News here, where he was actually going off the rails,
Like a roller
doing an
coaster.
Ace Ventura type, driving through the Sahara.
People have told me that I will never be Jim Carrey, and they're true.
Yeah, no one will ever be Jim Carrey, though, so they're kind of just stating fucking facts because he's a
Well,
one-of-a-kind
Jim Carrey
person.
will be Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's true. He's not even the Jim Carrey that we all knew back in the 90s anymore.
That's
he's
true.
a different man.
He's
He
a
makes
political
paintings
activist
and he's bald.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an activist?
Yeah, he makes paintings that make fun of Trump.
Oh, yeah. They're in giant murals, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So on Fox News, I realized, looking through all the different news articles or news pages, that everything is news right now. There's a lot of stuff that is news with what's going on in Iran and what President Trump is talking about with the impeachment and everything as well. It's all still on the front page. But something that is still probably news but lesser than is we found this on Fox News, a couple little scrolls on the thumb down. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle stepping back as senior members of the royal family. Do we think this is big news? I'm not affected by
Yeah.
it.
So here's the thing: I don't know that much about the history of the royal family,
Nor do I.
and if anybody has ever stepped back from being members or from their duties or whatever before, I would assume that it would be nearly impossible for there to have been no one to step down in the past.
In the hundreds and hundreds of years it's been active, there has to have been somebody like some teen that's just like, I hate this, I'm out, I'm done here.
That's what exactly. It's Taron Egerton from Kingsman.
Yeah. He would definitely
I don't know what
leave
you're talking about,
royalty.
bruv.
I live in the fucking slums, alright? You don't know me. You don't know me.
I'm gonna be a spy, all right? I'm gonna do whatever I want to do.
I'm gonna throw an umbrella at your face. It's gonna hurt real bad.
Watch out! I've got a knife in my shoe.
Oh,
all right?
surprise.
My cane's a pistol. Bruh, bruh.
Bruh, it's also bulletproof.
Gra-da-da.
That's exactly what Kingsman's about.
Yeah, it's exactly. So you don't need to see Kingsman now.
Or read this article for that matter.
That's what our next bit will be: is seeing a movie and then reenacting the movie.
Yeah, okay. We have to reenact Uncut Gems now in our own way, and I have an idea that I will talk about after the podcast to tell you. It's really stupid.
I was gonna do something that was really crass.
Oh, maybe we should wait till the cameras are off.
Anyway, I was gonna say my biggest problem with this is just the kind of media that has followed Meghan and Harry since they really became the thing and started dating and when they got
Under
married.
a lot of scrutiny all the time.
Yeah, it just feels like everyone was attacking the couple, attacking Meghan, saying she wasn't good enough to be royal, saying, all the stuff with her dad, stories that she said are blatantly false that are being published, and it could be he said, she said.
It's sad about the hatchet job that is done with stories coming out, but and also on another, playing the devil's advocate, you're also royalty now.
Right.
You are royal. You shouldn't even care about the peasants speaking about you anymore. Literally. Whoever's talking shit,
The peasants.
take a step back. You are a princess.
Oh, I'm just out on my farm, all right?
Yeah.
I hope I've got the crops to give to the queen for this holiday. I hope I make taxes this year.
Is that's your peasant?
That's the peasant.
No, the peasants in the media that are just like, Meghan Markle, is she really that pretty to be president or whatever? Whatever. She princess? Is she good enough?
Can Americans really fit in here? All right.
I'd be like, listen, Harry likes me, so yeah. I
Harry
fit
likes
in.
me.
So they're both taking a step down, though, which is pretty interesting. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have announced they'll take a step back as senior members of the royal family and instead work independently, splitting
A
their time.
step back.
Yeah. They're going to split time between the United Kingdom and North America. So I think Meghan Markle is just like, Harry, she's British now. I want to be an actress. And Harry's
She's
like,
been acting the whole time.
yeah,
She's over there.
Harry, I want to be an actress. And he's like, fuck, you're right. We should go to the States.
You're right.
So they're done now. Or they're together, but they're going somewhere independently, which isn't, I think is totally false. You know, mommy's gonna send a couple of gold doubloons all the time and they'll be fine. Imagine having to just be like, we were royal, we had people bathing us and shit, and now we're gonna go live in a studio apartment somewhere, because that's how it feels when they're talking living independently.
Right? But at the same time, it's like whatever they do, they'll probably make enough money to be rich.
Right.
So they literally won't need money from her.
Because of their name alone. I think it would be funny in like a Coming to America story. Like they have to live in some piece of poop apartment and be like, just like trying to be happy-go-lucky, living the American dream, even though they're one of the most notable celebrities in the world.
Right.
It's interesting.
Dude, Coming to America 2 is coming out this year, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's back.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Is Arsenio Hall also going to be in it?
Yeah.
That's exciting. I was hoping that they would get that cast back.
Right? It'll be fun. I think I don't really care, you know?
I don't care as much as the other stuff that's in the news.
Maybe it's because we're from the United States and not from the UK. Maybe it's a much bigger deal over there.
This is
but
probably
here it's just
huge.
like, I mean, I also don't know what their jobs were, so I don't know what their duties were, but
I feel like duties are created for them.
right.
You know what I mean? Like
the royal
probably
family
like,
doesn't actually control the government.
they don't do anything.
They're
I
just
don't
kind of
think they-
symbolic,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. And how great of a career is that?
You just show up to events.
They're like, oh my god, it's Prince and Princess,
Yeah.
and they're here.
So it's definitely not news. I don't care.
No.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry, he's not going to be at the next tea time. All
The
right.
royal duties were just so hard. What did you do?
Hey, Mr. Harry, we have a ribbon for you to cut. Can you come do that, please?
I can't. I'm at home right now. Megan wants me to stay home. I can't cut your bloody ribbon.
She wants to be an actress. I don't know what to do
it's
about
not
it.
going to work. I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's too hard. I'm quitting. I'm done. Like, just imagine. That would be.
I can't hold the scissors right.
They're so big.
I can't hold the bloody scissors right. I mean, how am I supposed to cut a ribbon?
We're being so disrespectful. Like, they probably have really hard lives, but we're just being so disrespectful about it. Like, I truly don't know what they do, but I'm assuming it's more than nothing.
I mean, I think anybody who doesn't have that kind of media coverage always misunderstands how hard it is to be in the spotlight. Because I was like, dude, I was streaming, and even some of this stuff that we do, but I was streaming for maybe a month, and had kids following me that actually like cared and would tune in every day
Consistently.
and when I stopped would hit me up and be like, hey, are you okay, like why aren't you streaming all of this stuff? And
That's
I was
kinda
like,
sweet.
yeah, I feel bad that I don't,
But on a much lesser level.
but it's like it is hard sometimes to just get up in the morning and have to be on the whole time. And you know,
what if you have a day? What if you have a day where you're like, listen, I don't want to get out of my royal bed.
Yeah.
I want to sit.
I don't want to put the character on because you
Prince
know who they
Harry's
are.
depressed.
Yeah.
He's losing his hair just like his brother.
Right.
It's like, relax. Let him just have a day. And they probably don't have that, so that's
Yeah.
why they're stepping down.
Right.
But
You know, because even if they're fight, you know, they had a fight at home. Harry and Meghan, oh, I'm mad at you. And then they take a step outside the door. It's like, oh, sunny day.
everything's fine.
Nice wave,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah.
They're just, they have to put on a show.
Right.
Even though they probably were like, why can't I be an actress? He's like, because you're my wife now. You're royalty. She's like, I want to be an actress.
Right.
Yeah, it's rough.
So I don't blame them. I don't think we should really care about this.
I don't, but I'm interested now.
But
in
this
a
is
way.
a
I'm
this,
invested.
This is a Fox News story that isn't like, you know, it's an idea that they can be like, oh, Trump isn't bad.
Right. Yeah, they're on a front page right now. It's literally one finger scroll down, and it's it's just not news compared to what is truly going on right now with all
Right.
this other stuff that I'm reading about. And then CNN has the same stuff, I really think, as well, except it's negatively about Trump versus positively,
Right.
depending on the source.
So you know what? If you care about the royal family, good for you.
Yeah.
If we were completely off here, if they actually do stuff like serious stuff,
Factually,
you know?
send me stuff. I want to know how busy or how tough their days really are.
Yeah, I don't want to see something like, Oh, they set up the Easter egg hunt.
For all my bloody nieces and nephews
Yeah.
to do.
You know what? That's something my parents do every year. So
Yeah, they also have full-time jobs.
oh, they made eggs for the homeless kids. Well, that's great.
Yeah, that was your whole day.
I'm sorry, that is great. I don't mean to take away from making eggs for homeless kids.
But that's all you did?
Yeah, but come on.
Yeah, I can make eggs for homeless people and then work out and then do this.
Oh, they completed some Make-A-Wishes today.
Okay, that's that's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think we got to tie this up here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the cookies going crazy off the rails. Not really, though.
I say we do this every week.
We have cookies.
Just a row of different
We
shit
get hyped
to
up
eat.
on sugar, and you guys see what happens.
Or just have interesting snacks to try throughout the podcast.
True.
That could be something. Like, you just go to the ethnic aisle
Those
in
gummy bears.
Jewel-Osco. The sugar-free gummy
Yeah.
bears. We're going to need bidets in our chairs
Yeah.
for that, apparently.
We'll have fun. We'll have the booster seats that are also potties.
Yes, I'm in. We got to buy that golden bidet we were talking about.
right. I did say potty.
You said potty.
I said
Why?
potty.
Why you say potty? Let us know how much you like our British accents, by the way.
Yeah, they go back and forth between proper and Cockney very frequently.
I like the mixture between both, though.
There's tons of British accents.
Because
but
isn't that a thing where, like...
there's something called estuary, which kind of blends the two of them.
Yeah, because I like the way Cockney sounds, but it's very hard to speak fast in a Cockney accent.
Yeah, and it like actual Cockney is super rough.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia's is like a mix between a Cockney and proper, but
Yeah.
he's just very fast. He talks very fast with
Yeah.
it. He's like, "Do, what are you gonna do?"
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's tough. What are you gonna talk to me like
Hey, that's
that?
right. You come over here, I'm gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna do some things.
You do some things. Yeah, F for TH. Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
On
get off the
that
track
note.
again. If you're listening, thanks for checking us out. If you're watching, like, comment, subscribe down below. If you're not watching, if you're listening, head over to our YouTube channel to get future content like sketches. We've talked about reaction videos, talked about maybe some gaming videos.
Yeah.
It's a new year.
It's a lot
It's
to
a
undertake, but I'm
new
ready for
year, new us.
Oh,
You know.
okay, sure.
So follow our Instagram, follow our Twitter for updates, follow our Facebook. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for listening. This has been That's Not News. I've been Trevor,
And I've been Jack.
and have a great rest of your week.